Hello you, thank you for clicking on to my Gorilla Position YouTube channel, the place to get huge interviews with the biggest superstars in WWE. Coming up on this video...
I don't live on pressure anymore. I'm not the same girl I used to be. Stop talking about the past. You're pissing me off.
But before all that, hit that subscribe button. Do it now. If you're a subscriber to this here YouTube channel, you will be personally notified every single time a brand new WWE superstar interview video is uploaded. And get involved with the podcast, Gorilla Position. Type it in to whatever your preferred podcast platform is. We drop every single Wednesday and we are the biggest WWE podcast to come out of the UK. Get in touch on social media at WWEGP on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're across them all. And finally, wherever you are in the world, leave your comments below this video. Get in touch and let's celebrate our love for WWE together. Now, roll the titles. Sasha Banks, the boss, the standard, the blueprint. Two belts Banks. How are you today?
We keep on going. The draw.
We could go on forever.
The owner of the company. I mean, everything. I can just go on and on and on and on. I'm great. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very well. I'm in my daughter's playroom.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice. And I love your background, by the way. Is that a picture of Dusty I can see?
Yeah, I have a picture of Dusty, and then there's another portrait of myself and Eddie Grove. My two idols, my legends, the people that helped me get to this place.
That is awesome. Now, it's not been the easiest time in the world right now, obviously. WWE naturally facing a lot of hurdles and obstacles. But for you personally, what's been the most positive thing to come out of the last 4 months?
Everything. I know these last 4 months for the whole world has been insane. But I've been really trying to focus on myself and seeing how I can use my time right now for the better of just not myself, but everybody around the world. So it's really been using this time to really be grounded. And I feel like it's the best I've ever felt. And it's kind of crazy when people are like 2020, the worst year ever. It's almost been my best of almost restarting over with myself in the world of wrestling. Cause I feel like it's honestly the greatest I've ever felt in the ring. And I don't know whether it's the recovery time's better and I don't have to travel anymore. It's a lot of different factors, but I'm feeling super good. I feel like I'm putting on my best work ever. And, I'm just using it for the best as it is right now until things get better, until we start back to whatever normalcy is. I'm just trying to make it as the best as I can be.
Well, you're doing an amazing job, and it's such an exciting time right now. And when I think of WWE superstars holding all the gold, I'm thinking your Stone Cold Steve Austins, your Shawn Michaels, your Triple H's, and now you and Bayley are in that conversation. How are you finding it? Sorry, say again.
Because I am the conversation. We forgot to put that in the list of my names.
Sorry, the conversation. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I am better than Triple H. I'm better than Stone Cold. I'm better than The Rock. I'm better than Undertaker. I'm better than everybody. And I'm better than you. Definitely.
Oh, 100%.
So, of course, you're going to be talking about me. You are talking to Sasha Banks, the conversation of everything. For some reason, I have to be in the conversation because people just want to put my name out there because why not? I am out there. I am the face of the company because why not? Because I'm great. I'm amazing. I don't know why that's an argument with people. When you're good at something, when you're great, there should never have to be an argument about it. You just say it. So you don't need to say, now you're part of that conversation. You just say, Sasha Banks and Bayley, two women who pulled both the bulls like Triple H, Undertaker. You put them last. You address me first from now on.
You're top of the list now, Sasha. Don't worry about that.
The company. Look at all the posters. Look at all the websites. How long did it take you to get this interview? Exactly. I'm booked and busy. Try to get an interview at Triple H is really easy. You can do that every Wednesday at NXT. You can't call me. I'm not on speed dial like that. Nope. There's different levels to get to me. There's different levels of space of the company.
Well, listen, you bring up some very valid points, obviously. But for me, what makes this partnership so exciting, I don't know if you'll agree with this, but before, it maybe didn't work quite so well. I think it's fair to say that last year when you and Bayley were partners, there was something that wasn't clicking, whether it was timing or burnout or something to do with characters not quite gelling. Can you shed any light on your mindset in early 2019 and why the boss and hug connection maybe didn't resonate with the fans like you guys are now?
Like it didn't resonate? I'm sorry. Are you the booker?
No, but no.
No. Let me get back. You're not the booker. So the reason why it didn't resonate, maybe just with you, because it did with millions of people, because there were millions of people at my autograph sightings. I have millions of fans on my Instagram and my Twitter. So do not come at me like I did not resonate with the fans last year. I resonate with them every single day, first of all, because I'm Sasha Banks, the leader, the standard in the conversation. So maybe I did not resonate with you because your standards are too down here. What happened last year is not because of Sasha Banks or Bayley. It has to do with timing, the universe, and whatever the booker, and not Booker T, booker, Vince McMahon, the writers, whoever, want to book the show, and that's what they do. That's what they do. They book whatever they want to book. That's why timing now in the universe during this crazy time, I'm the face of the company. Just like I was the face of the company last year. Let's not forget that I was a tag team champion last year. Okay?
Okay.
To make that resonate with you, but I was still a champion. I was still number one. I was still the best, and I was still the conversation like I am now.
I stand corrected.
You stand corrected.
Why are you being horrible to me?
I'm not being horrible. I'm telling you my truth.
Okay.
It's not horrible. It's telling me my truth because you're saying that I did not resonate with millions of fans last year.
I didn't say millions.
So why are you being horrible to me?
I'm not. Okay, let's talk about Becky Lynch. She was on fire last year. Now, I imagine the four horsewomen are very close, but was there any animosity or professional jealousy when the man was making magic? Or does that kind of thing just spur you on and light a fire for you to reach those same levels?
And what kind of magic are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I guess we could talk about the connection to the fans again.
About how horrible you're being to me. You're like treating me like I haven't done magic.
I'm certainly not suggesting that, Sasha.
You're talking to me like Becky Lynch didn't do the stuff all after me. You're talking to the woman who started it all. You're talking to the woman who had the best women's match. Oh, wait, not even women's match. Best match all time. What are you talking about? What magic are you talking about? The magic that I create every single week on television, on pay-per-views, in the world? You want to talk about Becky Lynch? Yeah, she created magic too. But before me?
No, you set the standard. That is fair. That is fair.
Where you're at, I set the standard. I am the standard.
You are.
Where's your comment? Not fully woken yet.
Okay, answer me this. Answer me this.
You seem a little sleepy. You seem a little sleepy.
Sleepy?
It seemed like you didn't put any work into these questions.
That is unfair. That is unfair, Sasha.
No, what do you mean unfair? What is unfair about that? You're forgetting about all the magic that I create every day.
I haven't even got there yet. I've got loads about your magic.
Your question. Hey, Sasha Banks, an interview with Sasha Banks. Let me talk about Becky Lynch. No. Here's an interview with Sasha Banks, so talk about Sasha Banks.
Okay. Why haven't we seen Sasha Banks, the standard, the blueprint, 2 belts Banks, versus Bayley, versus Becky, versus Charlotte in a 4-way match yet? Is that something you girls have pushed for backstage? Because that's the dream scenario, right?
Is it? That's your dream scenario.
It's not your dream scenario, though, is it, apparently? No.
Apparently not. My dream is to have both the championships like I have. My dream is to make millions like I have. My dream is not to impress you. What do you mean that dream match? We've already had it in 2015. NXT TakeOver. go to the WWE network and watch it. We've had that match. It's been done. We've made history. That's magic right there, 2015. But you want to talk about Becky Lynch last year and the magic that she created. What about all of my magic? I'm magical too. You
are magic. And okay, right. Let's talk about you and Bayley then, if you don't mind. I'm loving the golden role models. They are the best part of Raw and SmackDown and NXT when you're on that show as well. All available on BT Sport over here in the UK.
The coffee's kicking in. The coffee's kicking in. I feel it. I love it.
There you go. There you go. I'm loving the magic that you guys are creating. Love it. I love it. So you guys are creating magic on TV. You're the best part of the show right now.
Nice.
If, and I'm not suggesting you give anything away, but if, as much as we're loving it, there was a fallout, and if there was a match between the two best friends, Banks and Bayley, how could you top the magic you created 5 years ago in Brooklyn? Because having spent some time with you in the build-up to your Hell in a Cell match with Charlotte, I know you put a lot of pressure on yourself to outperform. Go on.
I hate people who live in the past. You know what? This Joel, the guy who brought you in, he was like, do you remember this guy? He followed you around. I'm like, no, I don't. So you're living in the past. This is what, 2015, you followed me around and you're talking about pressure. Well, let me talk about 2020. Let's talk about the blueprint, the standard, the leader. I don't live on pressure anymore. I'm not the same girl I used to be. I'm not the 2015 Hell in a Cell, 2016 Hell in a Cell Sasha Banks. I'm not, oh my God, the pressure, I'm scared. I'm not her anymore, brother. And you're not going to follow me around to find out. You can tell that I'm so different. I'm way more magical than I was in 2015. I'm way more magical than who I was in 2016. I'm way more magical than 2017. I'm way more magical than 2018, 2019. 2020 is the year and the era of Sasha Banks and Bayley. So let's stop talking about the past. You're pissing me off. Oh my God, the pressure. Why do people live in the past so much? People can't change. People can't grow. People can't learn and get better. That's why you're in that room. That's why you're in that room. It fits you. It looks like there's a bunch of clown stuff around you because you're a clown. You're a clown. But I'm the standard. I'm the conversation. And I don't live by pressure.
Well, I thought we had a nice time together a few years ago, but...
Bayley, there will be no pressure if we ever wrestle ever again to have a one-on-one match. We don't need to top anything. Why do we need to top it? Why can't we just make new magic? How about that?
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
There's aside from yourself, clearly, there's an incredibly talented roster of female stars in WWE at the moment. Without question, the greatest women's division across all three brands. Who from the roster, Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, would you want to mix it up with, and why?
What a broad question. I mean, I feel like me being the champion, you're going to see so many different matchups that you haven't been seen before. So honestly, it could be whoever. Who's going to make me the most money? Who's going to challenge Sasha Banks? Who's going to get to my level? Because I will never go down here ever again. Who's ready for me? Who's ready for me? Name them, put them out there, and let's go. Let's try it. Let's see. I have a long future ahead of me. I'm only 28. You're acting like I'm going to retire. I'm still one of the youngest. I have a long career ahead of me. So I have time. Okay? You're acting like I need to wrestle all these girls right now because you're going to retire. I'm 28, my brother. I've made a lot of magic, a lot of history. I have a lot more to do. So let's not act like I'm going to retire tomorrow or next week. Let's not act like that. It could be whoever. Who's going to make me millions? That's what I want to know. Who's going to make me money? That's what I want the most.
Okay, so if you want money, who is the opponent you'd like to step in the ring with? Who can make you the most money?
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see. I don't know.
Okay. Ronda Rousey, I'm a bit scared about bringing up other talents other than yourself, but it's because I want to get your opinion, because your opinion is very important to me. Your opinion, yeah, of course it is, Sasha. Of course it is. Your opinion on Ronda.
My opinion matter?
Come
what
on.
does my opinion matter to you? Have your own and stick with it.
I have my own.
But why does my opinion matter to you? It should just be a conversation. That's it. Not my opinion shouldn't change anything how you feel. Besides my opinion, you need to take some of my advice though. You need to grow up. You need to learn. You need to get better because you're living in the past, what I'm feeling. You're bringing up stuff from 2015, from last year. You can change every single day. You can change right now.
Okay.
So,
okay, on that advice, let me reframe the question. Looking to the future and forgetting the past, but looking to the future.
I love this.
What if Ronda Rousey returned back to the company? How do you feel? Which camp do you fall into? The camp that appreciates the eyeballs she brings to the product, or the camp that resents her for taking spots away from talents who've been crafting for a lot longer than her?
Who do I choose to be? Let me see. Do I choose? I just choose to be me, like I do every single day. I'm not going to care either way because I'm just going to be me. I'm going to keep on working hard. I'm going to keep on being the best. I'm going to keep on collecting my check, and that's that. It doesn't matter who comes in. It doesn't matter if they bring eyeballs or nobody. I'm just still going to be me every single day. Is that good for your opinion? That I don't have to choose? Because guess what? That's my opinion. I don't have to choose. I don't have to choose your choice because both those choices are stupid.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yes.
Are you willing to talk about Bayley? Because, I feel like there's a connection there. Are you happy to talk about Bayley?
I love talking about Bayley. That's my best friend. Of course, that's my best friend. I love her.
So with Bayley, very real relationship there. Talk to me about your real life sisterhood, because when we've interviewed her before, she's called you a sister. I mean, I hate to mention the past, but during that documentary shoot, we interviewed her about the Hell in the Cell match, and she was so proud about what you were achieving, the first women's main event on a pay-per-view. But how is it sharing the spotlight and these experiences with Bayley now?
Oh, gosh, it's been incredible. It's been more than a dream come true right now, because not only do I get to live my dream as a WWE superstar, not only do I get to live my dream being a champion, not only get to live a dream being a 2 belt Banks, like I can't believe it. I'm legit the face of the company with my best friend who we've shared this dream with for such a long time. We started watching wrestling at the same time. We've done so much together, and we've sat in cars so many times dreaming about moments like this. So it's been so incredible to do this with my best friend, to legit have fun, to legit put on the best matches ever, to legit just do things that I never thought women would be able to do here in the WWE. Like, it's more than anything you could ever expect. It's more than when I say, if you only knew, legit, if you only knew what we do to put in this work to make things better for everybody. We want the best for the company. We want the best for the future women. We want the best for everybody, for all the fans, for all the people that are inspiring to be WWE superstars. We want the best for everybody. Because we want the best, we are giving you our best. We are wanting to do the best together. So I'm just having the greatest time with her by my side. We're not sharing a spotlight. We both have our own. Again, thank you. Obviously, you need to share a room with your daughter. So you need to share a spotlight because that's the only thing you have. I have my own spotlight, just like I have my own house, my own room, my own personality, my own life, my own spirit, my own magic, by the way. And she has her own as well. So she has her own spotlight and I have my own as well. Just like she has her own title. So do I, in case you forgot.
Okay. I feel like we saw a glimpse into the real Sasha there when you were talking about Bayley. That's lovely.
Because lovely. The real Sasha, his name's Mercedes. Duh. Ding dong. Oh, God, what?
I'm sorry. I feel like I've disappointed you on this interview.
You have, because you go in and out of, you have potential, and then you got, there's time to grow. All we have right now is time. And with this opportunity, and you should take it to really focus on maybe what you want to aspire to do. If you want to be the best interviewer in the world, I would suggest watching people who are better than you, which is probably everybody. That's just me.
What a pep talk. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'll take that advice on board. And as you say, it's all about looking into the future. So that's good advice. SummerSlam, it's been taken away from your hometown of Boston, 23rd of August, WWE Network. Very exciting.
Well, I live in Orlando, so it hasn't.
Right.
I live in Orlando. You lose again. Nice try. I haven't lived in Boston in maybe 8 years, my brother. I live in Orlando. The Performance Center probably is about 25 minutes away from me. Home is here. I work from home. Nice try again. You can't ruin my vibe. You can't ruin my mood like you're trying to.
I would never try and ruin your vibe.
You are. You need to change your vibe, your energy, because you're in your child's room. Send good vibes out there.
That's lockdown, Sasha. That's lockdown. You can't blame me for that.
Go in the closet then. Keep this energy contained to yourself. You seem a little angry. Is it because you don't have two petals like I do?
You don't want to see my closet, Sasha.
Probably don't, bro.
How much? Let me ask you another question. See if you like this. You probably won't. How much freedom are you given? Because I see you guys with so much swagger, and look at the way you're drinking that drink. So much swag. And so much confidence, and you remind me of like a young Steve Austin and a young Brian Pillman, the Hollywood Blondes back in the day, and that is a huge compliment, by the way. I'm not trying to compare you to anyone else. I know you're the original, you're the standard. But how much freedom are you given? Because I imagine a confidence like that only comes with you having a big input into what's presented on screen. Am I right?
It's called signing that check. aka signing that contract, going into work like I do every single week with my best foot forward of wanting to be the best, wanting to be the face of this company. I walk in being great. So I just don't walk in being like, I'm just going to have confidence today with what I do. I just walk in being the best. So whatever's given to me, which you don't need to know, you don't need to know, especially you don't need to know what's real and what's fake. I'll let you know that. I want you to be a fan. I want you to keep on watching. I want you to enjoy it. Watch it like a movie. Why do you need to know everything? What's real? What's fake? Confidence? Something seems different. Are you reading the script better? Watch the movie. Watch the show. It changes every single week. Let me take you for this ride. So just sit back, open your eyes, open up your ears, close your mouth. I don't know if you know how. Close your mouth and just watch as a fan. Because if this is what has gotten you here for how many years, shut your mouth. Just watch. Just watch it. Enjoy it. Enjoy this time. It's a crazy time. Let me take you for this crazy ride. Because this is kind of crazy that we have to do interviews like this, right?
It is.
So I don't need to let you know, are you reading the script word for word this week, or are you just being yourself? If you watch this interview, take a guess for yourself. Okay?
Okay. That's a great answer. Who's your biggest inspiration? And who's made the biggest impact on your career?
Oh my God. So you followed me in 2015, you said?
2016, but yeah.
So I'm assuming you already asked me this question before. Do you think it's changed?
I don't know if I asked you that question, did I? Maybe you remember. Maybe you remember. I think you're a big fan of the time we spent together.
Who inspires me? Are you not a fan of Sasha Banks?
Well, I mean, listen, I know you're connected.
You know it. Come on. Take a guess. Take a gander. Take a look around my room. I'm pointing at it.
So Dusty Rhodes and obviously Eddie Guerrero as well. I know the connection. Yeah, of course.
Do you follow me on social media?
Well, I mean,
follow me since 2016. So you already know that answer.
Yes.
If
Well,
you get better, if you wanted to be a better interviewer, hey, Sasha Banks, I'm not going to ask about the past because we already discussed that. In 2020, has there been anybody that has inspired you in the future, in the past? Anybody new? Has there been any new inspirations that has inspired you to be this new, awesome, better you? Let me ask myself that. So that was a good question. There has been a lot of people. It's not just Eddie Guerrero. It's not just Dusty Rhodes, because every day I find different people that inspire me to make me want to get better. And I think that's so important that we go out there in this world. We find inspirations. We find even people on the street. You can see people do nice things for people, and that can change your life. You can go, whoa, that person that helped that old lady cross the street, I know that I want to do that one day. No, I'm going to have the opportunity. Oh, I just spilled my drink. No, it's okay. Life's good. Now I have the opportunity. So there's so many different people that inspire me different days, like all throughout the days, different weeks, different years. There's so many different people. It's not just Eddie Guerrero and Dusty Rhodes, my idols who've changed my life. It's Bayley. It's people like you. You inspire me not to be like you. So you're an inspiration. Their fans inspire me. They inspire me not to be like them. So I have so many different inspirations.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm glad in some ways I inspire you.
You do. Thank you. You know, sometimes you need people that try to push your buttons. They need to test you. You tested me. It didn't work. You inspire me. Thank you.
My pleasure. And just to wrap this up, you asked me a crucial question earlier. Do I follow you on social media? I tried, but actually a couple of years ago you blocked me for saying what I thought was a really nice message, and you blocked me. You took it totally the wrong way.
You know, that makes sense. That's why you came into this interview with that energy. Would you like to cash it out?
We could do.
Oh my gosh, that makes all the sense in the world. You came in to this space that I gave you this time, super aggressive, super angry.
What?
So, yeah, absolutely. So if you would like to start over, I would love to hear your apologies.
Well, I mean, not necessarily an apology. I do think you took the tweet the wrong way. It was after your match with Ronda Rousey at the Royal Rumble, and I said a tweet saying Sasha Banks was amazing tonight, her best match in a while, because I love the match with Ronda Rousey so much. You did an incredible job, put on an incredible show. However, you took that as a negative, that I suggested it was your best match in a long time, and you blocked me.
Best match in a while. Wow. And you're talking to somebody that works 300 days plus a year, who wrestles almost every single day. My best match in a while. Oh my goodness. Well, on that note, I could unblock you because I don't even follow you. So I won't even have to read anything that you tweet to me because I don't have to see it. So what's your thing? Is it gorilla?
It's a great name. Gorilla Position. It's a great name.
I could unblock you, but I don't even see your things to begin with. So I'm just going to leave it as is.
That's a shame. That's a shame. I thought we'd made headway, Sasha. I thought we made headway.
No, we'll leave the space. I would like to clear this energy from you, and we'll just call it a day. But do you follow me on Instagram?
Yes, but I mean, I'm sure you'll block me as well if you.
Do you double like my pictures?
Yeah, all the time.
Then I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Do you follow me on Facebook?
I'm not really on Facebook.
Okay, that's no worries. We don't need that much social media. It's fine.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Sasha, I mean, it's been a pleasure. In a way.
Yeah.
I feel like you've loved it, so I appreciate that.
I did.
And hopefully we'll get to hang out again soon.
Yeah, well, I'll talk to my manager about that. What's your thing called again? Okay. Yep. Definitely we'll see you in the future. I hope you have a beautiful day and a great life. Thanks for watching and enjoy the ride.